mind, tricks the body, tricks the mind, tricks the body, tricks the body, tricks the mind. The mind tricks the body, tricks the mind, tricks the body, tricks the mind, tricks the body, tricks the body, tricks the mind. The mind tricks the body, tricks the mind, tricks.
Boo. Hey guys, how's it going? It's a pretty good song. I've been dabbling in different things. So I just thought I'd make a fucking video because I'm sure everybody's wondering what the fuck is going on with Sam. So this is gonna be strange, weird, fucking crazy. I know, but it is what it is, so listen up. I'm not losing my mind 100% all the way. There's other people out there that are going through shit like me, and it's a real thing, okay? It's collectively, it's a fucking real thing. Anyways, not everybody. I don't expect you to believe it or whatever. I just want to get it out there. So, I'm not smoking anything crazy like bath salts. So what happened was after Vegas, before my birthday, I was sitting in my room, kind of just minding my own business in the dark, la la la. And I, was pretty drunk and stoned by myself, just sitting there. And then I had this energy, this feeling, like something was there. And I was like, what the fuck? And I was terrified. I was scared for about half an hour. I was straight scared, maybe longer. And after a while, I was like, hey, well, nothing's happened. I can sense that there's something around me. It must be okay. Try and relax. Let it be here. Oh, and so I did. And eventually, whatever it was started telepathically basically talking to me, telling me that I'm exactly where I need to be. I'm exactly who I need to be. And, everything is in the right place. So that was weird. So to go from completely scared to trying to act normal and make it go away to getting complete affirmation, and it was very profound. Anyways, it fucked me up for a while. So what I did after that was I ended up researching because that presence was there for about 4 hours, maybe more. I'm not sure. And it was intense, and I felt like I could see like a spirit being, and then I looked in the mirror and I saw this like flowing white stuff all over me, like a mist or a smoke, but not. Anyways, so that weirded me out, and I thought maybe it was like a ghost like checking me out or something. I was like, okay, I'll just let this happen. And, I sat there for a while. I'm like, oh, it's not really, doing anything. But, I'm like, it's kind of cool. It goes with me, kind of just a little bit leg. But it was fun. Anyways, I was not doing acid, surprisingly. It was a very intense feeling. And I was fucked up about it for a while. So I ended up YouTubing shit and Googling shit like crazy, like constantly Google everything I could to try and see if anybody had experienced phenomenons like me and like what it might be or what it means or whatever, because it was a real thing. I'm not one to just have fucking psychosis, out of nowhere. So I Googled and I came across this Michael Monk guy, and I just decided I'd give it a shot, watch one of his videos or something, and before that I'd went through all these shaman blah 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 things or whatever, but anyways, he is Avatar Energy Master, and I was like, okay, whatever, and I started listening to one of his videos that he'd done that was like an interview or whatever podcast thing. And he described basically exactly what I had been through, and also some stuff previously that I'd experienced when I was younger, like with the freaking trippy, Mandela kaleidoscope type trippiness, which is apparently a whole nother thing, which I will probably get into that another time. But essentially, it was started off as what I thought visited me was aliens. And then from all the research, I was like, oh, it's angels. So I'm not a religious person at all. So I was like, fuck, shit, I'm not religious. This is not good or whatever. And feel like a dick because I haven't practiced anything or whatever. And then after a while, like, you know, I kind of went along with that and tried to work with it. Then I went into the numerology stuff like that, so the angel numbers or whatever, the numerology. And that was really interesting, cool. I got my name, my number, birth date, all that stuff figured out. So I did that, and then I started doing more research, and then I came up to the higher self, you know, like, or your spirit guides. I prefer that much better because I'm not a religious person. Like, I believe in something, just not what any of the books say. Like, you know, I believe just bits and pieces here and there, you know, like, because I believe that to be the reality of it. Anyways, so I went through all that. I've been freaking shut off from the world. I stopped talking to everybody pretty much. I hang out with like 2 people, maybe, mainly my cats, which are here right now because they're badass. Hey, Loki. Hey, babies. Oh, you're alive? Jesus. Okay. Oh, la. You scared me? Jesus. He's alive. It's perfect. All right. So, yeah, so there's a lot of shit that's been going on, and I'm trying to just spread the awareness because people have a lot of energy going on. Anyways, Michael Monk. So he can do stuff like cloud dispersion or whatever, and I tested it out, and I can fucking do it. I have witnesses to everything that I've experienced. And I have experienced a lot of paranormal shit going on, like shit moving and falling in the back of the room, and the lights flickering, and fucking shit moving, and the sensor light just going off all fucking willy nilly, and you know, this is a like a level-headed person that's been with me, and they, you know, like I haven't been feeling 100% okay with my state of mind, but this level-headed person is around me and is there to support me, and he's like, no, seriously, I hear that too, I see that too, don't worry, you're not losing your mind. So anyways, there's a lot of paranormal shit. I believe the place that I moved into is along probably the ley lines or something like that, so along with the energies that I carry on my own with the vibration and all that whatnot, I think this house is along the ley lines, so it's probably a little more susceptible. I find that the waning moon is very powerful, and the full moon not so much, but it is kind of freaking powerful. Anyways, and I just honestly just needed to get that off my chest, but I'm not completely losing my mind. There's more to light than you know. Like, it is amazing, it's exciting, and it's everything you learned in school is 100% off. Just off, you know, it's all off for the majority of the time, which is a good thing. I didn't pay too much attention, you know. No, just joking. The thing is that, you know, if you do end up going through this, or something similar to this, with whether you think it's your angels visiting you, aliens, or whatever the fuck, or you keep having deja vu, or the synchronicities, or the coincidences, per se. If you pay attention to that, and if you want to, you can talk to me. You can shoot me a message. There's whole groups that go towards this. I'm not gonna lie, a lot of the people that do join these groups are just kind of whatever, looking for attention. But for the people that really need it and want the help, and that are really going through stuff and just like want to dive into it and want to, you know, just get a little taste of what life is really like, you know, and what it could be, you know. So I don't know, I'm here to talk if you're interested, but like maybe not all the time because I'm the worst at getting back to people, but I definitely will try. I'm there for your support anyways. I'm never gonna think you're crazy. I'm never gonna judge you, and I'm not gonna ever say that no, that didn't happen, you know, because at this point in my life, like, anything can happen. It's crazy. So on top of, after like all that stuff, I was just hanging out at my house, waiting to go to work in between shifts, working in the office to go and do a party run. And I'm sitting in my room, and I fucking blow some smoke, and I'm following it because I like to watch the smoke go, and you know, and it goes to near the fan, and then, you know, it goes whoosh, goes through, but then there's some that didn't go through. I was like, what the fuck? And then I looked at it harder, and there was this fucking weird ass tentacle thing sitting on top of it, just fucking going at it. Anyways, like, yeah, that freaked me the fuck out. So a friend of mine said that they had some experience with stuff like that. I didn't want to tell them what the fuck I was seeing and like whatever, why I wouldn't go over that way. I was gonna go upstairs to go out, but you know, they were like, no, I think that's I might have an idea of what you were seeing. It's like, oh, well, do you want me to take this? I'm like, I don't know, I don't want it to get stuck to you or whatever. He's like, well, whatever. I'm like, can you just take it, put it outside then, you know? And so he did, and I felt so much better. I think the thing was still there, but I waited till the end of the day. Maybe it's got like lag, but I didn't see it really when I got back, so that was nice. Other dimensions are we're fucking layered over each other. Timeline. Time travel is real. For instance, every time you listen to a certain song or you have a certain smell comes across, you're taken back to that specific moment from how you felt with whoever you were with at that point in time. Every time that song plays, every time you smell that cinnamon bread or whatever the case, you are mentally going back into time. And that's, we're all overlayered everything. I'm not even going to get into that, but I just wanted to let you know what I was going through. So it's called The Spiritual Awakening, and it's about the collective consciousness. Ting. And I'm not crazy. I'm not losing my mind anyways. So there's a lot of fear that goes on. If you do experience this, there's gonna be fear. But if you just allow it and you accept it, then wonderful and amazing, beautiful things can happen. And the world around you becomes a better place and more connected. And you realize the things about yourself and the people around you that you've always wanted to know. As long as you know how to ask the right questions and have the intent, have the heart, have the imagination. It is a wonderful thing. Don't forget to look up.